Stop giving away your time like it's no big deal. You have value, your time is valuable, and it's only deserving of the things and the people that you care most about in your life. And boy, did this take me decades to learn. I used to give my time to anyone who asked for it, like to anyone and anything that came my way. And it wasn't until I got older and started valuing my time, and more specifically, my downtime, my leisure time, that I started to say no, or more like explicitly, fuck no, to things that I didn't want to do anymore. And I realized that I needed to protect my time like it's gold, because this is not something that we get more of. No one is making more time. Like, we're just not going to get more time into our lives unless we start protecting it. We're only ever going to get less of it. So I want everyone listening to just think about yourself as a luxury. Think about yourself as like a luxury purse, a luxury, beautiful, super duper, high ticket jewelry piece. You know, this is what you represent, like it's like gracing people with your presence. When and where it suits you. Only go to the best of the best things, options. It's like you have options. You don't have to go to everything. You don't have to go to the shit that you're not going to enjoy. You don't have to like meet up with someone or call someone back just because they're demanding your time. Um, Treat yourself like a luxury that you are. And here's the thing, when you start doing this, so like the more interesting things that you're going to do in your life, the more accomplished you become, the more you are maybe expressing yourself online or building a business, the more people are going to want to hang out with you, i.e., steal your time. So, this is where you want to start to be really intentional about where you do put your time. And I think while most people are really well intentioned and they just like want to learn from you, maybe it doesn't mean that you need to give away your time like Oprah was giving away cars. Like, you get an hour of my time, you get an hour of my time, you get an hour of my time. We need to start saying no, because the more things that we say no to, the more we can actually say yes to things that light us up and that grow us and expand us and make us feel more alive. And this was highlighted recently by someone who wanted to just jump on a call with me. And I've done this in the past with this same individual several times, and the conversations are long and drawn out, and it's more of like a trauma dump. And I'm just like, get off these phone calls, and I'm like, whoa, that was really intense. 90 minutes. I barely said a thing, and I just don't have time for that. Like, I can't be that person for that person. Um, and they wanted to do this again, and I was like, whoa, I like charge for this, like I'm a coach. I'm a business mentor. Like, I'm not going to coach you through this, someone that I don't know that well, like over and over again. So, I said no in a super nice way. It was very polite, but it was very firm. And then I used that hour to like take a break. I think I might have napped for some of it. And I love napping. It gives me fresh energy. And I was like, I don't have to be that available for people all the time. I'm actually allowed to protect my boundaries because my time is valuable. So I'm going to be sharing a framework for you on how I kind of think through like how to process your worth, how to process your time, and how to say no to people. If you don't want to take notes, then go ahead and download my business blueprint. This is where I share all of the frameworks, all of the step-by-step guides, so you can go further faster in your business, but also in your life. So click the link below, and that's going to help you upshift into the business fast lane. All right, let's dive into the framework, starting with the first thing that you want to do is you want to identify what your value is and what your goals are. If we want to start increasing our worth, value our time, treating ourselves like a luxury, you need to know what it is in life that you value, because that's going to create the contrast between like what you value, what you don't value. And if anything comes along that fits into that category, see you later. We're not doing that anymore. So, what are your values? Like, is it family? Is it your business? Do you really highly value self-care time? Maybe it's building a network, becoming known in your industry. So use this criteria for things that align to you. It makes saying yes to stuff so easy. And what doesn't fit into your dream life, again, you're just like, absolutely not. Sorry, thanks, next. The second thing is you want to be able to identify the time wasters and the things that are just going to suck your time and energy. So when we're thinking about raising our worth, treating ourselves like a luxury, you're going to know off the top of your head straight away those people in your life who are going to dump their problems on you, who are going to be really negative, who are just going to be, you know, like the people that kind of take more than they give in your relationship. So you might be like, hey, what's up? How's it going? And then they give you their whole life story. They're going to dump all their trauma on you and like really invite you into that pain and into that vibrational state. You're not going to feel good. It's not going to be an amazing time for you. And you're probably going to be thinking the whole time, like, how do I get out of this situation? How do I bail? But like, here's the truth. You just like, not today, honey. We're not going there. We've got plans. We value our time. We value our worth, and we're doing other things. The other thing you want to do when raising your worth is identifying like, what's the shit in your life that's wasting your time, that isn't really necessarily giving you that return or doesn't feel aligned with your values in the way that maybe it did at some other point in your life. So I'm talking about time wasters. Like, I mean, be real, how many hours a day are you spending on Netflix? Calculate that into a weekly tally. How many hours a week are you watching Netflix? Social media, like you can go into your phone and see how much time you're spending on social media. Is this a good use of your time? Is it productive? Are you getting anything in return? If we're valuing our time, if we're valuing ourselves more, then we need to know, like, where are we not valuing ourselves? And a lot of that time that can be spent on the internet doing things that absolutely has no impact on our lives whatsoever. And maybe you say like you value family, and then you're on your phone when you're with your kids, like constantly you have your phone in your hand. So it's just like, I'm not saying any of it's bad. You just need to decide for yourself what you want. And then based on that, we can make decisions on how we spend our time. Okay. The third thing for when we're talking about valuing our time, treating ourselves like a luxury, and raising our worth is reframing how you even see your time. So I would always think like, someone would ask to put, coffee on my calendar or go and do this and this and this. And I'd be like, well, I mean, I guess I have time. Like, let me check. I mean, I guess I'm available. Like, I don't have anything else going on. So I shifted from that mindset to like, oh my God, how dare you assume I have time for that? Like, I'm going to make the assessment on that. So don't just straight up put something on my calendar or assume that I'm going to be there, because like, I'm going to let you know if I'm going to be there. So I even started, this is on the extreme level, like you don't have to go this far, but I even started thinking of things of like, oh, you want to steal my time. I got so protective of my time of like, oh, like you can't steal 3 hours of my Saturday. Sorry, not today. Like, absolutely not. So I started to program my brain to get like super protective. And as humans, we are hardwired for loss aversion. We hate fucking losing shit. Like, this is why, we would rather not lose money than make more money. Like, there are so many studies, so many economic studies on this, that like we're more scared of losing things than we are scared of like then we are welcoming to new things that will come into our lives. So I just started to really lean into that and be like, no, like I can't give you 3 hours of my 24-hour day. Like that is absolutely precious. The fourth thing is you want to start to think about when you have an option to spend time with someone or to engage in an activity with doing something to build your business or to build your network or anything, you want to ask yourself, is this activity going to energize me or is it going to drain me? And the short answer here is if it's going to drain you, then fuck no, don't do it. Period, full stop, end of story, don't do it. If it's going to energize you, then like, yes, possibly it fits into your day, possibly it fits into your schedule, possibly you want to make that work. But here, like the thing is like energize, yes, drain, no. And also here's the other thing, like when you are treating yourself like luxury, so think of yourself as like a Chanel purse, you know, it's going to be like, oh, I mean, maybe I do want to wear it to all the occasions every single day of my life. Maybe I'm only going to keep it for special occasions or like for the right outfit or for just looking on point at that moment. You want to be able to say no to the things that don't feel aligned. So it's like, oh, maybe I don't want to wear a Chanel purse like swimming at the beach. Obviously, that doesn't make sense, but I'm going to have to say no at some point. So, this is how I kind of talk through that. If someone is, wanting my time, or if there's like an activity and I'm just like, it's not for me, it's actually a hard no if I'm being honest, but I'm going to try and protect somewhat of that relationship. I'm going to be really polite and let them down, but also let them down firmly. So I'll say something like, I'm working on some major projects right now and time is limited. So unfortunately, I can't make it. I can't make it work, but I'll let you know if anything changes. So this is like a firm no. It's told them that you have other stuff going on, which is honest. And then if anything changes, you'll let them know. So it still has that kind of somewhat of like a positive thing. Like it's not like a fuck off, but it's like, you know what? If it changes at any point, I'll let you know. If it never changes, then you just never let them know. So that's pretty straight. So let's translate this for a work environment. If someone is putting meetings on your calendar and you're like, you know what, I don't think this is worth it. Like this could have been a 2-sentence email. Instead, it's a 90-minute meeting that accomplishes nothing. You can say something like, oh, I'm so sorry. I have other priorities right now. And I'm putting my time into these projects. So this meeting's going to have to wait. Or, let me know how I can contribute outside of a face-to-face meeting. And again, that's like, it's not a hard no. It's telling them, it's saying you're declining. It's saying what's going on. And also, like, hit me up if I can support you elsewhere. Another way to do this is, say it's like a business context or a friendship context. You can say something like, oh, I'm really focusing on taking time out for myself right now. So that's not going to work for me. I'll let you know when things change. Or you could say, oh, I'm really focusing on building my business right now. So that's not going to work for me, or that's not aligned with my time right now. I'll let you know when things change. If it's a family situation, maybe you'll say, I'm really focusing on putting time into my family right now. So it's not going to work for me. I'll let you know if anything changes. That is really how you are going to stop giving away your time like it's no big deal. You have value. Your time is valuable and it's deserving of only the best things in your life, only the things that you love, only the people that you love and care about most in your life that are going to enrich your life and bring it to that next level. We don't want any time sucks. We don't want any time wasters because this life is beautiful. It's precious. We want to be getting like the most out of it that we can. So protect your time like it is gold, because you're only ever going to get less of it. And that's why you need to treat yourself like a luxury. You need to treat yourself like a Chanel purse. When you start valuing your time and treating yourself like a luxury, people will start treating you better, and they will start treating you like a luxury. If you want this framework written out for you and printed off, then download my business blueprint. This is where I share all of my frameworks and step by step guides so you can go further, faster in your business. And the link for that is going to be below. Okay, I hope that you leave this episode knowing your worth, knowing the strategies on how to identify what it is that is important to you, how to identify things that are wasting your time, so then valuing your time more, and also how to say no to these opportunities that just don't feel aligned. It's going to make you feel better. It's going to give you more time back into your life, and it's going to make you feel like the luxury that you are. Okay, keep going, babes. Don't give up.